It just has a wildlife. Oh, I didn't know. I think she was already on lunch together.
Yeah, I just
Oh,
spoke
there
to
she
her.
is. I see her back there.
Good morning. My name is David Kemp, and I'm one of the chaplains here at Community of East Louisville. And I'm here to welcome you this morning. So good to see so many people in the sanctuary and all the bright colors. And I'm not talking about the clothes we have on. I'm talking about all you beautiful auras out there that are exploding through this place. It truly is called a sanctuary for one reason, and it's for that time where we put everything aside except for the fact that we're human beings. And looking at the people next to you in different aisles, and we are a conglomeration of God's handiwork. This morning we close our eyes, take a big deep breath, go to our heart space, and realize that we are one with everyone in this room. We're one with everyone in this city, this state, this country, and this world. We're all bound together by an infinite source that we call God because we can't explain it. We are all together because we are walking a path. As our Native American friends say, we're all in different canoes crossing the same river. And so today we pray and breathe through our heart and pray that our journey is one of enlightenment and peace and joy. And we say, thank you, God, for this beautiful day. And so it is.
Thank you for that beautiful opening prayer, Dave. Appreciate it. Everybody ready to stand and sing? Put a little love in your heart.
Better
church. Absolutely perfect. Thank you, Don. Now our mission statement we'll say together. We are a spiritual community inspiring transformation through love, joy, and integrity. Thank you. Please be seated. Well, welcome to Unity of East Louisville, and wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you are welcome here. And I know we have some new faces because I know one of them. I'm very happy that she's here, and some other people that are new. So welcome, and if you'd like a welcome packet or to know any more information about Unity of East Louisville, please raise your hand, and an usher greeter will help you with that. Thank you so much for being here online too, and if you're not feeling well, we send you loving, healing, strength, and energy, and hope you'll be with us in person again sometime soon. We want to thank everybody who made today possible, which there's Pat back there doing he's got another hat on today, that's the sound today, while Les is having a day off. And Linda's doing the tech for us, so thank you, Linda. She waved. Thank you, Linda. Our ushers and greeters are out there greeting you with a smile today, so we appreciate that. Our chaplains are here to pray with you at the end of the service. And we've got Don, our very faithful musician, who does everything for us and is here every week. Thank you so much, Don. And we've got the wonderful Melba Harris, who's back to sing some songs, and one of them she wrote herself. And we've got Dr. Lavina Wilkin, our very own, here to speak on revealing the magical power within. Thank you, Lavina. As always, we look forward to that. And if you haven't already done so, please turn off your cell phones so we don't get any extra little jingles during the service. I've got a couple of announcements. Today is a Hope and Compassion Day, and the basket is already here. Thank you, whoever did that for me. Hope and Compassion is our 3 charities that we support: Eastern Area Community Ministries, Maryhurst Girls School, and Numinous, which does the Peaceful Cities meditation that we do each year. Those are the 3 charities we chose as a congregation to support. And so once a month we put money in the basket specifically for them that is separate from our donation to the church. So that will be after our regular collection. We have shamanic drumming, which is once a month. It's the last Monday, which is tomorrow, the 29th, and that's here at the church. We have our t-shirt sale is going on, continues on through, I think it's August 18th, and the forms are at the back. Colleen did a great job. She put a form in every envelope for everybody so that you can fill out the form and put your money back in there and bring it back. And we'll send that in once we've got all the orders. And please get a t-shirt. It's going to be fun. T-shirts, long sleeve shirts, sweatshirts, zip hoodies. There's all kinds of choices and lots of colors to choose from. Sandra Higgins-Smith, our very own, is also going to be teaching some classes in August. One of the classes is on self-awareness, and that's August 13th and 27th. And another one on communication, and that one's August 18th. More information on that is the weekly email. Yes.
Just to let everyone know, I just spoke with Sandra yesterday, and I'm almost positive she's going to have to cancel that class.
Oh, the second one?
And reschedule it.
The communication one?
I think both of them.
Oh, okay. Both?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll scratch everything I just said and wait until your weekly email comes out with new news. Or check the website. Thank you. Bob does the website, and he does a fantastic job. So if you ever have any need to find any information, check the website. He's updating it all the time. Thank you, Bob. Okay, well, so much for that. Crystal Bowls, the next Crystal 3rd, which is a Friday, and in case anybody didn't hear, Friday night, a tree fell down on Beach Ave. Trying to have our Peace on Earth meeting, and also the Crystal Bowls was about to start, and so they would have had to do it in complete darkness. That did happen. Yeah, that was very unexpected. We were trying to do a meeting on Friday night, and the power goes out. We're like, okay, now what? They pulled it off the road down the street. Okay, on August 11th, we are having a special all-music service. We talked about this at one of the meetings. It's called Harmonize and Uplift the Soul, an all-music Sunday featuring Don and Colleen, John Gage, and the DeMontos, and a few other surprises. So that's going to be really exciting. The theme is, oh, sorry. I think I'm reading some of your notes that you didn't mean for me to read. rise and uplift us all. So that's going to be exciting. That's August 11th. We're trying to do some other new things, you know, to shake things up a little bit, not have the same thing every week. That's why we have but we have wonderful speakers that are different every week, so. Positive. For example, the other day I fell down the stairs. Instead of getting upset, I just thought, wow, that's the fastest I've moved in years. All right, give each other some love this morning. Let's visit in love and joy. that. We are one in the Spirit.
We are one in the Spirit, we are one in the Lord. We are one in the Spirit, we are one in the Lord. And we pray that our unity will this day be restored. And we'll know we're one family by our love, by our love. Yes, we'll know we're one family by our love. We will work with each other, we will work side by side. We will work with each other, we will work side by side. And we'll guard each one's dignity and save each one their pride. And we'll know we're one family by our love, by our love. Yes, we'll know we're one family by our love. We will walk with each other, we will walk hand in hand. We will walk with each other, we will walk hand in hand. And together we'll spread the news that God is in our land. And we'll know we're one family by our love, by our love. Yes, we'll know we're one family by our love. All praise to the Spirit from whom all things come, and all praise to the Christ who did each daughter and son. All praise to the Spirit that makes us all one, and we'll know we're one family by our love, by our love. Yes, we'll know we're one family by our love.
Good morning. The word for today is alive. Divine life flows through me. Sometimes when life seems filled with obligations and routine, I may feel as though I am merely existing, moving from one task to the next, without sparkle or energy. Today I remind myself I am alive, vitally, radiantly, joyfully alive. My life is what I choose to make it. Through my positive attitude and understanding myself as a spiritual being, I realize there is so much more to life than the things I must attend to. I will continue to maintain my daily life and respond to the things that need my attention. But now I will meet life with the energy and verve of divine life, which is flowing through me and animating me no matter what I'm doing. I affirm, I am a divine being, wondrously and magnificently alive. The scripture is from Luke. Now he is God, not of the dead, but of the living, for to him all of them are alive. The word is alive.
Which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from error. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. Surely the presence of our God is in this place. I can feel the mighty power and the grace. I can hear the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of our God is in this place. Surely the presence of God's love is in this place. I can feel the mighty power and the grace. There's a holy hush around us as God's glory fills this place. Surely the presence of God's love is in this place.
Good morning. If you'd like to join me in meditation, if you'd like to close your eyes and continue to take some nice, comfortable, relaxing breaths. And breathe in peace. And then an exhale, love. Breathe in peace. Exhale, love. And as you breathe, move into your heart space. And feel there the quiet movement of your heart, your spirit, that still quiet voice within, that when we quiet, we can hear. Where we feel peace and love and compassion. The fruits of the Spirit. That magic within that Lavinia will be speaking about. This is where we find joy, contentment. And now become aware that there is a perfect light that surrounds you and is within you. The presence of God, of creative source, divine mind. And breathe in this presence. Breathe in that love. It's perfect. It's boundless. And let that presence permeate your whole being. Let it lighten you, expand you. You are that light. And feel both of those things, that quiet movement of your heart and that light of spirit. Intertwine with that of God. Know this as your inner divinity, your birthright of who you are as a soul. It's your place of power, of knowing what is yours to do, at your support and guidance. Relax. Relax here in the comforting cocoon of God and your soul, knowing no matter the outer appearance of the world, that you are loved and you are love, guided and in all is truly well. Always know you can move into your heart at any time and know this truth. And as you come back into the room and come back into the present moment, bring back that knowing, that expansiveness of your heart and your inner truth. So it is. Begin to come back into the room and celebrate your divinity within and all around you.
I wrote this song 12 years ago. I can do anything I set my mind to. The thought is a whisper, then it starts to grow, giving voice to what is deep inside me. Oh, now is the time. Choices surpass excuses of every kind. It takes courage to choose peace of mind. Now is the time. I can do anything I set my mind to. The past is the past, now I'm living today. I recognize a truth about me. I am perfectly created from divinity. And now is the time. Choices surpass excuses of every kind. It takes courage to choose peace of mind. now is the time. I can do anything I set my mind to, and for the record, so can you. Expect the best because God is listening. Love is our power, and we have healing to do. And now is the time. Choices surpass excuses of every kind. It takes courage to choose peace of mind. Now is the time for peace of mind. Now is the time for peace of mind.
Good morning. Thank you, Melba, for that beautiful song. Thank you, Rebecca, for the beautiful meditation, and Dave for the beautiful opening prayer. And I think when you hear my talk, you'll understand why I'm saying thank you to all of them. I so much appreciate all of you being here today. Literally, your presence fills my heart with pure love, pure peace, and pure joy. Did you all know that I have magical powers? No, I can't pull a rabbit out of a hat or guess which card you pulled from the deck. I don't have any really cool thumb tricks, although Bob does, so if you want to ask him, he probably will show you later. The magic that I have is far more impressive. You see, I have the magical power to create love, joy, and peace in my heart, in myself, and in my world. I have the magical power to heal the wounds of my heart. I have the magical power to forgive and to show up every day in this world as kindness and compassion. I have the magical power to live in gratitude, and I have the magical power to be the change I want to see in this world. And so do you. You also have that magical power, that power within. So imagine, if you will, creating the life of your dreams, a life that is overflowing with guidance, love, inspiration, and confidence. And the real beauty of these magical powers is that you get to envision whatever your dream life looks like. After all, we are partnering with the divine essence of the universe to co-create our lives. And I know that sometimes these magical powers are buried beneath layers of life and whatever is happening in the outer world, and it can be really hard to see those challenges and those traumas as gifts or lessons. But imagine how the simple, not easy, but simple practice of shifting our thinking can magically change how we experience a situation. There was a mother who stopped by a pharmacy one day because her daughter was very sick and she needed to get some medication. In her haste to go into the pharmacy, she accidentally locked her keys in the car. She was desperate to get home, and she looked around. She found a coat hanger on the ground, so she tried to use the coat hanger to unlock the car, and she was unsuccessful. She prayed to God, "God, please help me. I need to get home." And about that time, this rusty old car pulled up, and this really rough-looking man got out. And she looked up and said, "Great, God, I asked you for help, and this is what you sent me." And I don't know about you, but sometimes when I ask for help, I have a specific way I want it to show up in my life, right? Well, the man said, "If you need some help, I can help you." And she explained that her child was very sick and she wasn't able to get the car open. Within minutes, he walked over, used the coat hanger, unlocked the car. She was so grateful. She said, "You are such a kind man. You are an angel." And he said to her, "Lady, I'm not a kind man and I'm not an angel. I just got out of prison for car theft." So she hugged the man and she said, "Thank you, God, for sending me a professional." So sometimes gifts do not come wrapped in the packages that we think they should. As I was considering what I wanted to talk about today, oftentimes I go to unity.org for some inspiration, and I found some inspiration there. There's a book called Into the Magic Shop, and I'm going to share a little bit of the story with you today, but there's so much more that I don't have time to talk about. So if you're interested in that, I would really encourage you to purchase that book. It was the summer of 1968, and 12-year-old Jim Doughty noticed that one of his most prized possessions, a plastic thumb tip that he used for performing his magic tricks, was missing. You see, Jim didn't have very many possessions, so his little wooden box full of marked cards and gimmicked coins and that plastic thumb where he could hide a scarf and pull it out were really important to him. Jim's father was an alcoholic who was frequently unemployed, and his mother was chronically depressed. Several times she had attempted to take her own life. So performing these magic tricks for his neighbors gave Jim just a little bit of happiness in his otherwise sort of sad life. He got on his bike and he rode to the Cactus Rabbit Magic Store. And when he entered the store, he was greeted with a smile by a lady named Ruth. Ruth told him that she didn't really know much about magic. Her son owned the store, and she was just minding it while he ran an errand. But she talked to Jim about his magic tricks. And after a while, she said, "Jim, I see the good in you. I see the light in you, and I want to help you." She said, "I don't live in town, and I'll only be here for 6 more weeks. But if you would come into the shop every day for the next 6 weeks, I can teach you the kind of magic that you cannot buy in any store. I can teach you the kind of magic that will change your life." And boy, did it. Ruth taught young Jim how to relax his body and calm his mind, to meditate. She taught him how to open his heart and to feel the power of unconditional love, giving it and receiving it to himself and others in the world. And finally, she taught him how to envision and accomplish his dreams and to feel the positive emotions associated with those dreams and those goals, what we call mindfulness and visualization. And one day, Ruth asked Jim to write down the things he dreamed of accomplishing. Here is 12-year-old Jim's list. Number 1, don't get evicted. Number 2, go on a date with Chris, who was a girl who lived in his apartment complex. Go to college, become a doctor, have $1 million, own a Rolex, own a Porsche, own a mansion, and buy an island. Statistically, children who grow up experiencing poverty, who have a parent with drug or alcohol abuse, or who witness mental illness, grow up to experience some of those same things. Jim really did need magic to overcome his environment. He knew that his father had lost his job and there probably wasn't going to be money to pay the rent this month. He dreaded the humiliation of once again being evicted and watching all of his family's possessions being put on the front lawn of the apartment building. So the very afternoon when Jim made his list, relaxed his body, calmed his mind, opened his heart to love, and envisioned not being evicted, he went home still expecting the worst, which is kind of what we do sometimes. There was the dreaded knock on the door, and when he answered, there was a man standing there. He asked for his father, and Jim said his father wasn't home. The man handed Jim an envelope, and he said, "Please tell your father I'm sorry it took me so long to pay him. Thank him for his patience." So Jim opened the envelope, and there was money in it. Lots and lots of money. In fact, there was enough money to pay 3 months' worth of rent, to pay some other bills, and to buy groceries. The magic worked. So Jim ended up going to college. He went to medical school. He became a world-renowned neurosurgeon, Dr. Jim Doughty, and he taught at Stanford University. He also, believe it or not, attained every single thing on his wish list, except for the date with Chris. I don't know if that ever happened. But here's the rest of Jim's story. Even though he had everything and more that was on his wish list, Jim was miserable. His marriage had crumbled. He didn't have a good relationship with his daughter. He said that there was nothing in his life that made him feel good. There was nothing in his life that brought him joy. So fast forward to the year 2000. Jim was worth $75 million until he wasn't. You see, he lost almost everything in the dot-com crash. So as he was sitting on the stairs at his Newport Beach mansion right before he put it up for sale, he was sitting there and he was trying to understand why he was so unhappy. What went wrong? And he realized that as a neurosurgeon, he was helping people. He was saving lives. However, as he reflected more on his life, he understood that the underlying reason for everything that he did was so that people would respect him, admire him, and tell him that he was okay. He was still carrying around the wounds of his heart and the trauma of his childhood. Originally, Jim thought that all those material possessions would make him happy, but it dawned on him that his focus was on himself, and that was part of the reason his joy was so elusive. So after a period of reflection, his perspective shifted, and he understood that the only way he could change and transform his life and be happy was to help other people change and transform their lives. Jim's epiphany at that moment was not that the magic is in manifesting material possessions or things, or even that it is manifesting the key to happiness. Jim's epiphany was that the magic was becoming a person like Ruth, a person who gives so others' lives can be transformed. So there are 3 guys who are stuck on a desert island, and one day as they're walking on the beach, they notice this magic lamp, and sure enough, they rub it, and out pops a genie. And the genie said, I only have 3 wishes, so each of you gets a wish. The first guy said, I've been stuck here for years. I miss my family. I miss my home. I just want to go home. And poof, he's gone. He's home with his family. The second guy said, hey, I've always wanted to go to Paris, so that's my wish. I want to be in Paris. Poof, here he is standing in front of and admiring the Eiffel Tower. The third guy looked so sad, and the genie said, what's the matter? The guy said, I'm so lonely. I wish my friends were still here. Perhaps they should have given him the first wish. So I was thinking about this. If I was magically granted 3 wishes for our world, what would they be? I think first I would wish that we would always remember our divinity. I would wish that we always understood and remembered that each of us has a unique and exquisite gift to share with this world. There is not one person better than the other. And I would wish that we would always get to choose whether we teach love or a harsh lesson of reality. We are divine spiritual beings created in God's image, and that spirit lives within each of us. We can never be separated from it, even though sometimes we think we are. Because sometimes the circumstances in our outer lives make it difficult to remember that we are one with God and with one another. The real truth is we are beautiful, beloved beings of light and love. We are the magic of eternal perfection. And as this perfection, we embody compassion, we embody love, and we embody forgiveness. Compassion means that we are kind to ourselves and to other people. As divine spiritual beings, we are called to show up in a compassionate way for others. We are called to be present for what is and to help wherever we can. We are called to be present in our lives. Compassion is love in action, and compassion cannot exist without recognizing our connection to God and each other. That connection allows us to view the world through the lens of compassion. and we embody love. Unity Minister Reverend Winifred Wilkinson said, I love this, love is the pure essence that binds together the whole human family. We are linked with everything in God's creation, and the only time we can ever be separate from love is when we think and feel that we are separate from love. And we embody forgiveness. I know for myself, when I hold on to blame and anger, I cannot fully connect to my own inner power. I cannot heal the wounds of my heart because blame keeps me stuck in a cycle of pain, and I'm not able to create the world and the life that I desire. And make no mistake, forgiveness is not about condoning. It is about not allowing someone else to live rent-free in my head. Once upon a time, the colors of the world started to quarrel. They all claimed that they were the best, the most important, the most useful, and everybody's favorite. Green said, clearly I am the most important. I am the sign of life and hope. I was chosen to be the color of grass, trees, the leaves. Without me, all animals would die. So look over the countryside and you will see that I am in the majority. But Blue interrupted. You only think about the earth, but consider the sky and the sea. It is the water that is the basis of life and drawn up by the clouds from the deep sea. The sky gives space and peace and serenity. Without my peace, you all would be nothing. And Yellow just chuckled. She said, you all are so serious. I bring laughter and gaiety and warmth into the world. The sun is yellow, the moon is yellow, the stars are yellow. Every time you look at a sunflower, the whole world starts to smile. Without my color, there would be no fun. Orange was next to blow her trumpet. I am the color of health and strength. I may be scarce, but I am precious, for I serve the needs of human life. I carry the most vitamins. Think of carrots, pumpkins, oranges, mangoes, papayas. I don't hang around all the time, but when I feel the sky at sunset or sunrise, my beauty is so striking, no one gives any thought of any of you. Red couldn't stand it any longer. I am the ruler of you. I am blood. I am life's blood. I am the color of danger and bravery. I'm willing to fight for a cause. I bring fire into blood. Without me, the world would be as empty as the moon. I am the color of passion, of love. I am the color of red roses, poinsettias, and poppies. And purple rose up to his full height. He was very tall, and he spoke with great pomp. I am the color of royalty and power. Kings, chiefs, and bishops choose my color as a sign of authority and wisdom. I am also the color of spirituality. People do not question me. They listen and obey. Finally, Indigo spoke up, much more quietly than all the others, but with the same determination. Think of me. I am the color of silence. You hardly notice me, but without me, you would all be superficial. I represent thought and reflection, twilight and the deep waters. You need me for balance and contrast, for prayer and inner peace. And so the colors went on boasting and quarreling about who was superior to the other. Suddenly, there was a flash of bright lightning. Loud thunder rolled and boomed, and rain, kind of like this morning, started pouring down relentlessly. The colors crouched down for warmth, drawing close to one another for comfort. In the midst of the clamor, Rain began to speak. You silly colors, fighting amongst yourselves, each of you trying to dominate the rest. Don't you know you were each created for a special purpose? You're unique and different. So what I want you to do is join hands with one another and come to me. Doing what they were told, the colors united and joined hands. The rain continued. From now on, when it rains, each of you will stretch across the sky in a great bowl as a reminder that we all live in peace. The rainbow is a sign of hope for tomorrow. And so whenever the good rain washes the world and a rainbow appears in the sky, let us remember to appreciate and love one another. Just like the colors of the rainbow, oftentimes when humans treat one another poorly, it's because they view the world through the lens of lack. We compare ourselves to others, and we sometimes believe that we are not good enough unless we appear better than other people. We have a strong desire to be successful or to have more or better possessions. Theodore Roosevelt said that comparison is the thief of joy. And when we compete with one another for these so-called prizes in life, we're basing our own self-worth on comparing our accomplishments to someone else's. In the meantime, we're not fully appreciating our own unique talents and our unique traits, our unique gifts. There was a 91-year-old woman who made her transition after living a very distinguished life. And when she got to the pearly gate, she asked God something that had bothered her for a very long time. If humans are created in God's image, and if all humans are created equal, why do people treat each other so poorly? And God replied, every person who enters our life has a unique lesson to teach us. And it is only through those lessons that we are able to learn about life, about love, and about relationships. And this confused the woman, so God began to explain. When someone lies to you, it teaches you that things are not always as they appear. The truth is sometimes below the surface. Look beyond the mask that people wear if you want to know their hearts, and remove your own mask to let people know your heart. When someone steals from you, it teaches you that nothing is forever. Always appreciate what you have, for you never know when you might lose it. And never, ever take your friends or family for granted, because right now is all we're guaranteed. When someone inflicts an injury on you, it teaches us that the human state is a fragile one. So protect and take care of your body the best you can. It's the only thing that you are sure to have forever. When someone ridicules you, it teaches you that no two people are alike. When you encounter people who are different from you, don't judge them by how they act or how they look. Instead, base your opinion on the content of their hearts. When someone breaks your heart, it teaches you that loving someone doesn't always mean they'll love you back. But don't turn your back on love, because when you find the right person, the joy that person brings you will make up for all the past hurts. When someone holds a grudge against you, it teaches you that everyone makes mistakes. When you're wronged, the most important thing you can do is to forgive. Forgiving those who hurt us is one of the most difficult and courageous things that we can do. So upon hearing this wisdom from God, the woman became concerned that there were no lessons to be learned from humans' good deeds. God replied that humans' capacity to love is the greatest gift the human has. Our capacity to love is the greatest gift that we have. At the root of all kindness is love, and each act of love also teaches us a lesson. The woman's curiosity was deepened, so God once again began to explain. When someone loves us, it teaches us that love, kindness, charity, honesty, humility, forgiveness, and acceptance can counteract all the unkindness in the world. For every good deed that is done, there is one less unkind deed, and that is the magical power of love. So as we navigate this magical journey of life, we find that love, compassion, and forgiveness are the golden threads that bind us all together. In their embrace, we discover shared humanity, our divineness, and our oneness with God and each other. There is pure magic in creating an abundant world where love, compassion, and forgiveness are secondhand. For in love, we find our purpose. In compassion, we find our heart, we heal. And in forgiveness, we set ourselves free. Always remember that you are a perfect and divine spiritual being, shining your unique and colorful and divine light out into this world. So have a magical day and let that big light shine. Thank you.
Follow every byway, every path you know. Climb every mountain, ford every stream. Follow every rainbow till you find your dream. A dream that will need all the love you can give. Every day of your life, for as long as you live. Climb every mountain, ford every stream. Follow every rainbow till you find your dream. A dream that will need all the love you can give. Every day of your life, for as long as you live. Climb every mountain, ford every stream. Follow every rainbow till you find your
Thank you, Melba. My goodness. Both songs were fantastic, and of course, Lavina's talk was beautiful. Thank you so much to both of you. This is the right kind of place for me. I don't know about you guys, but I get the message I need to hear every week. All right, let's take our offerings in our hand and say the blessing together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And Hope and Compassion will be after the regular collection. Thank you.
We bless these offerings this morning as they go out in the world to do good, following the unity principle of time, treasure, and talent. And we thank you also for the talent and the time that you gave this congregation today. An hour of your Sunday is worth more than any money. And we say thank you, thank you, thank you.
That is right. We are so lucky to be here, so grateful to be here. The prayer chaplains will be down front here to pray with you at the end of the service if you need any prayer help today. Margie, you can come down too. Anybody who has a purple scarf on. Now we're going to stand and say the prayer for protection together. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And now we're going to join hands and sing the peace song, because I don't think we have any children.
Now there is peace on earth, and now it begins with me. Now there is peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be with God.